Did you know that what you eat for breakfast could silently sabotage your health, especially if you have diabetes? One wrong meal can send your blood sugar levels skyrocketing, setting you up for a day full of fatigue, irritability, and long-term damage. If you think your breakfast is healthy, you might be in for a big surprise. Stick around as we uncover the 8 worst breakfasts that diabetics must avoid at all costs, and don't miss the science-backed tips to make better choices. Let's dive in. 1. The sugar bomb breakfast. First up is what we call the sugar bomb breakfast. Think cereals, pastries, pancakes, and flavored yogurts. They may look innocent, but they're loaded with hidden sugars and refined carbs. Why is this bad for diabetes? It's simple. Refined sugars and carbs cause a rapid spike in your blood glucose levels. According to a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, high glycemic foods can increase your risk of insulin resistance, a major factor in diabetes management failure. This spike and crash cycle leaves you feeling tired and craving more sugar, creating a vicious cycle. And let's not forget the long-term consequences. Chronic high blood sugar damages your nerves, kidneys, and heart. So, what's the alternative? Ditch the sugary cereals and opt for whole grain options like steel-cut oats. Add natural toppings like chia seeds, nuts, or fresh fruit to keep your blood sugar stable and provide long-lasting energy. 2. The high-fat, low-nutrient disaster. The second worst breakfast is the high-fat, low-nutrient disaster. Foods like bacon, sausage, and buttery pastries are loaded with unhealthy fats and almost zero fiber. Here's the problem. These meals are packed with saturated fats, which are known to contribute to insulin resistance. A 2024 study in the journal Diabetes Care found that diets high in saturated fats significantly impair your body's ability to use insulin effectively. Over time, these breakfasts contribute to higher cholesterol levels and increase your risk of heart disease, a common complication of diabetes. And with little to no fiber, they don't help stabilize blood sugar levels either. Instead, choose a high-fiber, high-protein breakfast like eggs with avocado on whole grain toast. Add a handful of spinach or kale to boost nutrients and keep your blood sugar in check. Why breakfast choices matter more for diabetics? Now, let's break down why breakfast is so critical for diabetics. Overnight, your body enters a fasting state, and your blood sugar levels tend to rise in the morning due to the dawn phenomenon. This makes the first meal of the day crucial for stabilizing blood sugar. Eating the wrong foods during this time can set the tone for poor glucose control throughout the day. Notice how a high sugar meal causes a dramatic spike, while a balanced meal leads to steady glucose levels. This isn't just theory, it's backed by research from the American Diabetes Association. Common myths about healthy breakfasts. Think smoothies are always healthy. Think again. Many store-bought smoothies are packed with added sugars and lack the fiber needed to slow glucose absorption. Similarly, granola bars, instant oatmeal packets, and even flavored almond milk can contain hidden sugars and artificial additives that derail your blood sugar control. Instead, make your own smoothie with low-sugar fruits, greens, and a protein source like Greek yogurt. Always read the labels to avoid hidden sugars. 3. The liquid sugar trap breakfast. The next on our list is what I call the liquid sugar trap. This includes flavored coffees, fruit juices, sweetened plant-based milks, and energy drinks often consumed as quick breakfasts. Here's the hidden danger. These drinks are packed with added sugars. A medium caramel latte, for instance, can contain over 25 grams of sugar, more than the daily limit recommended by the American Heart Association for women. Even healthy options like orange juice aren't much better. A single glass contains about 20 grams of sugar, and it's all in liquid form, meaning it's absorbed rapidly, causing a blood sugar spike. Drinks like these bypass the natural digestion process. There's no fiber to slow down sugar absorption, leading to sudden blood sugar spikes and crashes. This can leave you feeling tired, hungry, and reaching for even more sugar. Studies, such as one published in Diabetes Care, have linked high intake of sugary drinks with increased risk of type 2 diabetes and poorer blood sugar management in those already diagnosed. Swap the sugary lattes and juices for unsweetened options like plain coffee, herbal teas, or water infused with fresh lemon. If you crave a creamy texture, use unsweetened almond or coconut milk instead. 4. The fried feast breakfast. The fourth breakfast disaster is the fried feast. This includes deep-fried hash browns, buttery biscuits, and fried breakfast meats like chicken, ham, or even fried fish. Why is this a problem for diabetics? Let's start with the fats. These breakfasts are often high in trans fats and saturated fats, which are well documented to increase insulin resistance. According to a 2024 study in the journal Nutrients, diets high in saturated and trans fats not only worsen insulin resistance but also promote inflammation, another factor that exacerbates diabetes complications. On top of that, these meals often lack fiber and essential nutrients. They provide a calorie overload without offering sustained energy or blood sugar stability. Instead of frying, bake or grill your breakfast proteins. Pair them with fiber-rich vegetables like spinach or sweet potatoes to balance your meal. A touch of olive oil can replace the unhealthy fats. The science behind poor breakfast choices. Let's talk about why these breakfast choices are so harmful, especially for those managing diabetes. When you consume high sugar or high fat meals, your pancreas has to work overtime to produce insulin. Over time, this can wear down your pancreas, leading to insulin resistance. Worse, consistently high blood sugar levels damage blood vessels, nerves, and even your eyesight. The right breakfast sets the tone for the rest of your day. Eating nutrient-dense, fiber-rich meals helps stabilize your blood sugar, giving you consistent energy and reducing cravings. Myth-busting, breakfast mistakes you didn't know. Think granola and flavored yogurt are a safe bet. Think again, most granolas and yogurts are loaded with hidden sugars and unhealthy fats. Instead, opt for plain, unsweetened yogurt and top it with fresh fruits or nuts for a crunchy texture without the sugar spike. Frozen breakfast sandwiches may seem convenient, but they're often packed with sodium and artificial additives, which can worsen insulin resistance. Homemade options are always better. Use whole, fresh ingredients to create meals that work for your health, not against it. Remember, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing health tips. 5. The sneaky sweet start, breakfast. The fifth breakfast disaster on our list is what I call the sneaky sweet start. Think sugary muffins, sweetened cereals, and fruit-flavored yogurts. Did you know that just one muffin can pack as much sugar as 3 donuts? According to research published in The Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology, consuming high amounts of refined sugar leads to dangerous blood sugar spikes, making it harder to manage diabetes. And those colorful cereals marketed as healthy. They're loaded with hidden sugars and refined carbs. The body quickly converts these into glucose, causing a sharp rise in blood sugar levels. These types of breakfasts deliver a double whammy, an initial sugar surge followed by an energy crash. This not only affects your blood sugar but also leaves you craving more unhealthy foods. Fruit juices, even the ones labeled 100% natural, are no better. They lack fiber, meaning the sugar gets absorbed into your bloodstream almost instantly. A single glass of orange juice can contain as much sugar as a can of soda. Instead, swap sugary cereals and muffins for high-protein options like plain Greek yogurt topped with fresh berries. Add some nuts or seeds for crunch and blood sugar-friendly fats. 6. The carb overload, breakfast. Next up is the carb overload breakfast. This includes pancakes, waffles, bagels, and white toast, favorites for many but a nightmare for your blood sugar. These foods are primarily made of refined flour, which lacks fiber and nutrients. Once eaten, they break down rapidly into glucose, causing a rapid blood sugar rise. According to a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, diets high in refined carbohydrates are strongly linked to increased insulin resistance and higher risks of type 2 diabetes. But it's not just the lack of nutrients in these foods that's problematic. Toppings like syrup, jam, and butter only add more sugar and unhealthy fats, amplifying the damage. Swap the refined carbs for whole grain options. A slice of whole grain toast topped with avocado provides fiber, healthy fats, and a slow energy release, keeping your blood sugar steady. Why are these breakfasts so harmful? Let's break down the science behind why these breakfasts are so harmful. Consuming large amounts of sugar or refined carbs forces your pancreas to produce extra insulin to keep blood sugar levels in check. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, where your cells stop responding effectively to insulin. This not only makes diabetes harder to manage but also increases your risk of complications like heart disease and nerve damage. Unhealthy fats in these breakfasts add another layer of harm, promoting inflammation and worsening insulin sensitivity. Real-life alternatives for stable blood sugar. The good news is, you don't have to sacrifice taste or convenience. Here are some real-life alternatives for stable blood sugar. Option 1. A quick, nutrient-dense smoothie. Blend unsweetened almond milk, spinach, a handful of berries, and a tablespoon of chia seeds for a meal packed with fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. Option 2. A vegetable-packed omelette with a side of avocado. Eggs are an excellent source of protein, and the avocado adds heart-healthy fats to keep you feeling full longer. Busting myths about healthy breakfasts. Beware of health foods that aren't as healthy as they seem. Granola bars and low-fat flavored yogurts often contain artificial sweeteners and additives that can still trigger blood sugar spikes. Always check labels. Look for options with high fiber, low sugar, and minimal processing. 7. The high-starch disaster, white bagels and sweetened cream cheese. The 7th breakfast on our list, the high-starch disaster, white bagels topped with sugary spreads. These seem like harmless, convenient choices, but they could be wreaking havoc on your blood sugar levels. White bagels are made from refined flour, which lacks fiber and nutrients. This means they break down rapidly in your digestive system, sending glucose spikes soaring. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that consuming high glycemic index foods, like refined bagels, can lead to higher blood sugar levels, insulin resistance, and a greater risk of type 2 diabetes. The problem isn't just with the bagel itself. Adding high sugar spreads like sweetened cream cheese amplifies the damage. A single tablespoon of cream cheese can have 2-3 teaspoons of sugar. This combination of refined carbs and high sugar is a recipe for disaster, especially for those managing diabetes. Swap the bagels and cream cheese for whole grain bread, avocado, or natural nut butters. These options are lower in carbs, rich in fiber, and help keep blood sugar levels stable. 8. The liquid sugar trap, sweetened coffee and flavored creamers, the last breakfast nightmare. Sweetened coffee with flavored creamers. It might seem harmless, but this is a liquid sugar trap you want to avoid if you're managing diabetes. Those creamy coffee drinks might taste indulgent, but they are loaded with hidden sugars and unhealthy fats. A single cup can contain as much as 15 grams of sugar. According to research from Diabetes Care, consuming beverages high in sugar, especially in the morning, can lead to increased insulin resistance and spikes in blood sugar levels. The sweetened coffee not only spikes blood sugar but also leaves you crashing mid-morning, leading to cravings for more unhealthy foods. Flavored creamers often contain trans fats and artificial additives, which not only spike blood sugar but also contribute to inflammation, further worsening diabetes control. Instead, opt for black coffee or unsweetened almond milk with a pinch of cinnamon or natural sweeteners like stevia. They're much kinder to your blood sugar levels. Why these breakfasts are so dangerous? Let's break down why these meals are so harmful. When you consume refined carbs or liquid sugars, your body quickly converts them into glucose, causing a sharp spike in blood sugar. Over time, this leads to insulin resistance, where your cells stop responding effectively to insulin. Studies, like one published in The Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology, have linked high glycemic foods to increased insulin resistance. High blood sugar also promotes inflammation, which damages blood vessels and increases your risk of complications like heart disease, nerve damage, and kidney problems. Practical alternatives for stable blood sugar. Now, let's talk about alternatives that keep your blood sugar levels in check while still tasting delicious. Eggs are a perfect low-carb, high-protein option. They slow down your digestion and keep you full, preventing those mid-morning crashes. A smoothie bowl made with unsweetened almond milk, chia seeds, and berries provides fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants to keep your energy steady. Busting myths. The truth about healthy choices. Many healthy options have hidden sugars and refined carbs. Be cautious of products labeled low-fat or sugar-free. They often contain artificial sweeteners and unhealthy additives. Always check labels and choose whole, minimally processed foods for stable blood sugar. Closing. Call to action. Diabetes management starts with your first meal of the day. Avoid all these above breakfast and opt for nourishing, blood sugar-friendly alternatives. What's the worst breakfast mistake you've made? Share your story in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more life-changing tips on managing diabetes. Remember again, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing health tips. See you in the next video.